dawn phenomenon, also known as the dawn effect, is when your blood sugar rises in the morning. But why does it do that? And what's the mechanism? We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to explain why diabetics and people with insulin resistance tend to have a greater response and what that means.
Peace and blessings, beautiful souls, magnificent beings. Again, I wanted to come and share with you guys a few things that I've come to understand when it comes to dealing with this blood sugar levels and fasting, using intermittent fasting in order to produce some of the things that you and I seek to produce and actually want to produce when it comes to our health. But we must understand that there are no cookie cutter approaches that are particularly right for each individual every single time, meaning that you and I must examine our unique situation in order to truly be able to bring about those results that we want. As you heard him speak earlier about the dawn phenomenon, as they have called it, it's when we are fasting and our blood sugar levels are actually high, usually in the morning time. And I have noticed this particularly in my case. When I wasn't monitoring my numbers, I automatically thought, since I was fasting close to 18 to 20 hours a day, that my blood glucose levels were automatically low. But I was in error. I was living in a world of ignorance, thinking that the cookie cutter approach to fasting automatically drops blood sugar is a universal thing. And it does over a period of time. But those who are dealing with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic or have issues with insulin resistance, etc., this may not be the case. And for those who have what is called chronic cortisol issues, which I believe that I had as well due to a very stressful lifestyle. I said that to bring about the point that just because it is said that a certain technique or a certain engagement in a particular practice produces X, Y, and Z, this is not necessarily the case for everyone that practices that. So you and I must understand our unique state of being. And particularly speaking, you and I must understand that intermittent fasting is definitely good overall for most individuals. However, we must also understand that the dawn phenomenon is a real phenomenon, meaning that many of us will experience higher than normal blood glucose levels in the morning, and those of us who have compromised our system will see a higher degree of blood sugar in our dawn phenomenon than those who are not compromised as much. And therefore we must time eating and even exercise around the dawn phenomenon if you and I, those of us who are type 2 diabetic or those who are pre-diabetic, are trying to drop our levels of blood sugar and get our numbers in normal range. Also, breaking the fast is essential as to what it is that you and I put in our system. I, again, was fasting close to 18 to 20 hours on a regular basis, but I wasn't checking my numbers and wasn't aware of my numbers. And I was eating what would be considered healthy foods, such as berries, strawberries, nuts, etc., when I broke the fast. And these are low glycemic or lower glycemic fruits, and are said to be actually beneficial for diabetics. Diabetics can eat them. However, my condition, because I hadn't tracked my numbers and my A1C was in a very dangerous range, I was actually exacerbating the problem by eating the healthy berries, the healthy strawberries, due to the fact that my numbers were still high, even though I was 18, 20 hours into a fasting state. but I wasn't tracking that, and therefore I didn't understand why, or I didn't know what I was doing to my body because I wasn't tracking my numbers. So we must track our numbers as well. And this is what I'm doing now. I've completely adjusted my whole approach to nutrition when it comes to what is healthy for me. There are things that are overall healthy, but again, you and I are unique, and depending on the state of our body, our human organism, and what things have been compromised, we have to understand that that which is generally regarded as healthy may not be healthy for our condition. And this is why we must understand how to intermittent fast. We must understand that intermittent fasting overall has some very positive results. But if we're not breaking it and pairing it with the right nutritional approach for our unique condition, you and I could end up in a very bad space. And this is why I'm sharing these videos. And if you want more videos like this and would like to join my wellness group, send me an email and put join in the subject line, and I will give you the information needed in order to get all the information that I'm putting out when it comes to wellness. For high level coaching,